Hello everyone, it's Return of the Jedi here, and I am going to be talking about my top 10 favorite Funko Pops as of 2024 year's end. Hope everyone's having an amazing holiday season, and I'm going to get into some of my top 10 videos, and this is the Funko one, so just doing a little bit of an overview of my Funko collection. And this was such a hard thing to do because there's so many great pops, and narrow them down to your top 10 is hard enough, let alone putting them in order from 1 to 10, but I'm confident in my choices. Yeah, I think I did this as well as I could have, so I'm just going to do, again, a little bit of a pan through of some of my Funkos, and then we're going to talk about this. Again, this is my top 10 favorite Funkos as of the end of 2024 as we approach 2025. So I'm going to start with a little bit of an honorable mention section. I tried to keep it to about 5 total, so we're just going to get into them here. But some honorable mentions. I do have my hooded Yoda from Battlefront 2. Absolutely love Yoda. He's my favorite character of all time, and such a good pop. I love that very, very much. Another honorable mention, we have Wrecker from the Bad Batch. Great show, and just the detail of the paint on that helmet is just such a good looking pop. So Wrecker is definitely an honorable mention. And another honorable mention, I have my double lightsabered Anakin Skywalker from Attack of the Clones. That one ended up being a little bit of a hard one to get, so I'm really happy I was able to get through and get that one, but that's definitely an honorable mention. Alongside those, have to go with Darth Nihilus. Darth Nihilus, an honorable mention, just off the top 10. Love that, just such an ominous shelf presence. That helmet stands out so much. And again, that's a big thing I look for when I'm doing these rankings. Like, I'll pick my favorites based on like characters, things like that. Of course, I'm always going to have reasonings for leaning towards one more than the other, but anyway, shelf presence is a big part of it. Like, when I'm looking at a shelf and something just draws my attention in, Nihilus is one of those pops. So that's something I considered heavily in this ranking, is shelf presence. So another honorable mention, we actually have the Incinerator Trooper from The Mandalorian. I think that looks great. Again, the colors stand out really well. And then last but not least, we have the Kenner colored Boba Fett. That's my last honorable mention. So now we're actually going to get into my top 10. And we're starting things off with number 10. And we're going with R2-D2 from, that was the Celebration exclusive 2-pack with R5-D4. It's pretty basic, but I just love it. I think it's the best R2 we've gotten. How do you not love R2-D2? It's got really good weathering on it, just showing him being dirty on Tatooine. Like, I can't think of many Funkos at all that have any type of weathering, so having that was just such a big deal. Absolutely love that R2, so that is number 10. At number 9, we have Darth Revan from Knights of the Old Republic. Getting that one was excellent. The Gaming Greats collection they have at GameStop is just stellar. Among some of the best pops we've gotten to date have been in that collection. It also allows some deeper cuts to be explored by Funko, which is awesome. So I love that line so much. But that is my number 9, Darth Revan. Number 8, we have Breathup, the Ewok, with the drums, the helmets for the drums at the Endor celebration. Absolutely love that pop. So happy to have that. And can't say much more about it, but I actually have a couple Ewoks on this top 10 list. So that is my number 8. And for my number 7, we have Geonosis Padme Amidala. I'm obviously a very, very big fan of Padme. I think she's such a good character. Some of the best looks and wardrobes in all of Star Wars. I hope they keep the Padmes coming. Very, very big fan. And that one is awesome. That was kind of one of my personal grail pieces to eventually get it. I can't remember if it was a San Diego Comic-Con, but it was exclusive to some con. Can't remember which, but I was really happy to get it for a reasonable price a couple years back. And yeah, so that is my number 7 pick, Padme from Geonosis. Number 6, I actually have my other Ewok, but it's Baby Nippet, the Ewok. How do you not love this guy? So, Baby Nippet, so cute. They are like fuzzy kind of. I don't know if you can tell from the video, but they're not vinyl. They actually have like a kind of little fuzzy coating over the top for fur. That's something very unique. I don't know if Funko's done this with anything else, but that is awesome. I love that so much. And that is my number 6. So getting into the top 5, we got Clone Wars Cad Bane. Again, excellent pop. We've gotten a few different Cad Banes now, but this is by far my favorite one. Just kind of the original Clone Wars Cad Bane. So good. What much, I mean, you can't say much more about it. What more could you say? The red eyes stand out. The blue face really draws you in. Again, great shelf presence. That is my number 5. And going into number 4, we have Ahsoka from Rebels. So I love Ahsoka, as does almost everybody. Gotta love Ahsoka. A lot of very good Ahsoka pops. Every single Ahsoka pop is good. You can't find a bad one. So it was tough picking my favorite. I actually have a full Ahsoka shelf down here with a lot of my other Ahsokas, but I have to say, I think the Rebels Ahsoka is my favorite Ahsoka pop. So she is coming in at number 4. That's obviously why I left her off the Ahsoka shelf and kind of in more of the mainstream viewable display. So that's my number 4. For my number 3, Anakin Skywalker from Revenge of the Sith with the yellow eyes, aka Darth Vader. So happy to get that. Funko did a re-release of him this current year, and being able to get that helped me and so many other collectors, I'm sure. So I was really happy to get that. So that's my number 3 of all time, Anakin Skywalker. For my number 2, we are actually going with the 4 lightsaber General Grievous. I believe that was a Hot Topic exclusive. Such a good pop. We've gotten a couple of different Grievuses now. This is by far my favorite of them. It's just so cool. Such an ominous look. Shelf presence, great. Stands out so much. So that is my number 2 of all time. And without further ado, my number 1 favorite Funko Pop of all time as of 2024 year's end. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Max Rebo. Look at that. It's so good. Little keyboard up there. Looks excellent. And again, every time I look at this, I'm just directly drawn to it. The blue stands out so well under the lighting. Maybe a little bit of a recency bias. My wife did just get him for me for Christmas this year. So obviously anything my wife gets me, I love even more because I love her, and it's the newest pop I've got, and I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I had to pick him as my number 1. So that is my top 10 list. I'm going to pan back a little bit. Sorry if it's too shaky, but just give a little bit more of an overview of the Funko collection. But those are my top 10 as of right now. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I'm sure we have a lot of differing opinions on them. Please let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, I'm down to talk Funko anytime. I love pops. I love the line. So many good ones. Happy holidays to everybody, and may the force be with you.